evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome, as always, to Drury High School. And if you're at Drury High School, we're at the Bucky Bullet Gymnasium for tonight's Berkshire County South girls matchup between the host Drury Blue Devils and the visitors, the Millionaires of Lenox. Thanks for joining us, everybody. Rick Boer with John Bird and Joanne Hurlbut. And John, a pretty good week for the Blue Devils since the loss that we did here last week against Hoosick Valley, the most lopsided loss of the season by far. As you know, the Blue Devils, they did compete pretty well with the North, losing a tight one to Monument, losing an overtime game to Wacona, only 10 down at Taconic, and very tight game against Pittsfield that you and I did. But you know, they're into the south part now, the second half of the season, and after that loss to Hoosick Valley, they upset last year's Division III Western Mass champions, Hampshire Regional.
Wow.
Coached by Amy Sear, 50-49 on 2 free throws by senior Brooke DeGennaro last week, and then followed it up with a big victory over Brattleboro, Vermont, beating the Brattleboro team 61-33 here just last night. So the Blue Devils are back to 500 again, John, at 5-5, and this is where they took off last season.
Well, this is where they're going to make their run. This is where we expect them to make their run, and I think they're expecting it also. Certainly, you're going to play to your division now, and that's why they're in the South. And you know, there's a reason. And you know, let's not kid ourselves. Loss to Hoosick Valley is no big. You know, that's not a sin.
I agree, John. Yeah.
And certainly to get your confidence back and to beat Hampshire, as you just stated, by 1 point at the very end, a school that's very favored to be in a top 4 position going into Western Mass.
Absolutely, yeah.
So you get your confidence back, and certainly, okay, they're back on track, and like you said, they're at 500, 2-0, and now make your run for the end of the season and into the extra season.
Absolutely, and they played a lot of games at the beginning of the season on the road, so it's time for them to enjoy some home cooking here at the Bucky Bullet Gym. And the Lenox Millionaires come in at 2-8, 0-1 in the South. The Blue Devils, of course, 5-5, 2-0 in the South. The Lenox Millionaires, John, a very, very young team. They're led by senior Nicole Gambaroni, 10.5 points. Also, freshman Sophie Patella, who plays as an 8th grader, also averaging 10.5. They have a couple of injuries. It looks like number 10, junior Jade Allward, and number 11, Amelia Reese, also junior, both out with injuries. Coach Mike Nigerchuk's squad, limited to say the least when they're healthy due to size and youth, but with a couple of injuries, definitely an uphill battle tonight. If Drury comes out and plays their game, they should be fine. And we'll turn it over, as always, to Mr. Chuck Lewitt, the longtime PA announcer here at Drury High School.
The athletic directors of the Berkshire County League would like to express concern about sportsmanship in high school athletics. All spectators are reminded that we're dealing with young athletes, not professionals, who are trying to do the best for each respective school. We request that all cheering be supportive, and spectators are reminded that the price of admission does not entitle one to jeer, criticize, or downgrade opposing players, coaches, or the officials. Let's make this contest a positive experience for all concerned. Thank you. Now let's meet the starting lineups. First for visiting Millionaires. At guard, a freshman, number 12, Sophie Patella.
Sophie Patella, number 12.
Another one.
Yeah, could be the youngest, but they're all great basketball players. Number 24, the captain, senior Nicole Gambaroni. Mia Giardina, a freshman, number 33. She's a good-sized young lady. Number 15 is Julie Paler, a senior. And rounding out the lineup for the Millionaires is number 22, Anna Najimi, a sophomore.
Assisted by Brian Jones and Diane Fogarty. Now let's meet the Lady Blue Devils. At guard, the senior captain, number 2, Brooke DeGennaro.
Brooke DeGennaro, always the first out of the gate, the senior captain at guard.
Haley Shook.
Haley Shook, the other senior, number 3.
Allison Felix.
Junior captain Allison Felix, number 10.
At quarter, senior captain, number 20, Laura Thomas.
Laura Thomas, senior captain, number 20. And rounding out Coach Downey's lineup is Tess Zoido, the junior forward, number 23.
Tonight's officials are Mark Haley, John Bassey, and Jim Hurley. Would everyone please stand for playing our national anthem?
Looking across the way, John, to the right back of the Lennox bench, sitting up on the top row, all the way over towards the right, is
Mrs. Patella.
Is the coach.
She was coach for quite a while, but I know her son plays, so she might have stepped down for that.
She did. When Bailey went to prep school, and then he's at UVM right now. Yeah, and getting some minutes too, some big minutes.
I did have an interview with her.
I remember.
Years ago.
I was just
nice.
John. I remember the first 3 years. I think we did games. You would go over and you would sit and talk to her for a while. She was always very cordial to you. You always came up with quite a bit.
Yeah.
And never be surprised if might want to get her back into coaching someday, because her dad is legendary coach Fred Lefebvre.
Yes, and
former boys and girls coach.
You never know.
When I say legend, I mean legend.
Well, she's got an 8th grader now coming through, so she's got.
She's a freshman this year.
Oh, freshman.
Yeah, she's a freshman this year. We called the game last year, I think, when she was an 8th grader.
Oh, okay, I'm sorry. Yeah, a no contest on the tip. 2-3 zone, Rick. Matching the zone.
Allison Felix, his first shot won't go. Rebound comes down to Lennox.
And number 15.
Julie Paylor.
Actually, it's man-to-man defense. Lady-to-lady defense here for the
There's a
Blue
steal.
Devils.
They're trying to push it.
I don't think that.
Zoido's going to back it off.
Open look.
Haley Shook with a 3. Drains that.
Oh, boom by 3 to start
First shot by Haley. First points of the ball game.
Nice start. Nailed it.
Gambroni with the basketball, guarded by Shook right down the lane.
Nice. That's a very big.
A tie up there by DeGennaro.
That's a nice penetrating move, and and then hit the open person in the lane, but she wasn't shot ready.
DeGennaro with the steal. To Shook. Haley's going to back it off.
Good ball movement.
Oh, nice underneath. Putting off the glasses. Laura Thomas.
For a 2.
And the feed from Tess Zoido.
Good ball movement there. Excellent.
Little baseline shot, a little bit long rebound. We got foul over the back.
Yeah. And it's on number, it looks like 32.
33?
33,
maybe?
yep, 33.
Mia Giardina, her
Freshman.
first.
Yeah, freshman.
Well, I looked at the JV team, John, when I first got here tonight, and you could tell they're just loaded with 7th and 8th graders, you know?
Mm-hmm.
Thomas backs it out. Zoido, short pop. Off the rim. Rebound by Allison Felix.
Yep. Hands were up.
New shot clock. She gets it out to Shook. Laura drives, puts it up a little bit short. Fighting for her own rebound. Allison Felix all the way, puts it up, won't go. Rebound, Felix is fighting for it.
And hands it up to yeah, you're right. A lot of ball movement. Good job.
When we talk about some of the games we do, John, where Drury gives up second, third, and fourth opportunities, well, they're actually getting it right now.
That's
Zoido
a travel.
travels. Yeah, she got to take that short jumper.
Yeah, the thing is we'll say it once a game because I just feel the need to, is that ball fake and then try to go.
It's almost an invitation for a whistle.
For a whistle travel, and don't need to do it.
There's Patella. Just another steal. A lot of unforced errors here early for the Millionaires. Brooks going to stop and pop one and drains it.
Another boom by 3 for DeGennaro.
8-0 Drury with 5 minutes left here, first quarter. There's a steal by Thomas.
Steal by
Let's see if they
Thomas,
push
yep.
it. Got 2-on-2.
Yep.
Zoido goes up, gets shots blocked. She kind of ran into Patella. No call. Good no call, actually.
Yes.
And we got timeout called by Coach Mike Nikerchuk with 4:45 left, and it is 8-0 Drury. Don't go away. We'll be right back after this timeout. Okay, that was our first timeout of the ball game with Drury basketball. Allison Felix putting the ball in play.
Nice.
So Zoido, Tess puts it in off the glass. Set play.
Yes, set play and executed.
First points for Zoido. Oh, all the way to the hoop. A little miss. She probably should have put the ball up.
Yeah, I thought she might. This is Patella, isn't it? Yeah.
Gambaroni with the ball now.
She tried to get a bounce pass in there, but stolen.
Haley's going to launch another three. Back iron. Rebound. Nice. Allison Fields keeps it alive for like the third time here in the quarter.
Yes, and good ball movement again for Drury tonight.
Laura won't take that one. It's a little bit beyond her range. Haley's going to launch another one from the wing. Back iron again. Here's Felix again. She must have 3 or 4 offensive rebounds already.
That was my same guess, Rick. 3 or 4.
All the way to the hoop is Brooke, and she puts it in.
2 for Brooke.
DeGennaro averaging 17 a game. John needs 112 coming into this game for her Magic personal 1,000-point career.
Wow.
And she has 5. Shot off the glass is good. That was Patella, number 12.
And they're on the board. A pass to nowhere.
Into the ball game for Drury. Freshman Kayla McGrath. Senior Anna Dix and sophomore Mackenzie Dober. Replacing Tess Zoido, Laura Thomas, and Allison Felix. So the guards stay in. And then we got a brand new front line.
That was a foul. Yeah.
Fouls on Anna Dix. The team's first, her first. But you know, John, a couple of the games that we've done so far, Mackenzie Dober and Anna Dix are nice role players.
Oh, yeah.
Coming off that bench. They never hurt you.
No.
As a matter of fact, they've kept you in a couple of games we've done here.
Mm-hmm.
Patella. Sophie gets shut off. Gambaroni's going to take a 3. Back iron.
Two Lennox Millionaire. Oh, I was poked out by number 33.
Yeah, it was Mackenzie Dober that knocked it out.
Wisely, there was 2 Lennox girls there.
And short pop
number
is good.
22.
That's Anna Najimi with her first bucket of the game, and it's 12-4. Dobert looking.
They must have a pass count tonight because it seems like as soon as I get it,
here's McGrath for her first 3. Drains out.
Oh, wow.
A boomba for Kayla.
A boomba 3 for Kayla McGrath. Their third 3-pointer for Drury tonight so far. DeGennaro and Chick also have one. Oh, we're going to get an easy one here, I think.
Haley Shook goes up and followed up by Brooke DeGennaro.
Yeah, get a rebound and get a basket.
Haley went right down the middle, John. I think she wanted to go down one side or the other, going down the middle and missed it, but DeGennaro was right there for the putback.
Well, I'd say they're playing with confidence. They're passing very well. They're shooting very well. I know sometimes it has to do with the opponent, but they're anticipating the rebounds. And like we said, that Felix, she's got at least 4 rebounds. Allison's chipped in that way. She hasn't scored yet, but certainly it's a whole different team than when they, the last game we saw. Yeah,
absolutely. And, it's a, we were hoping for big things for Coach Downey's team this year. He came in, implemented a brand new program, his program last year, and it took the girls up until the second half of the season to figure it out. And they did. And as I said, they were 2-9 at one time, John. They ran off 7 in a row, went 9-9, ended up 10-10 in the regular season, and had to travel to Greenfield. So what I'm hoping for the Lady Devils, John, I'm sure you would agree with me, is a little step above that.
Yeah,
a little bit better record, a little bit better seeding come seeding day in February, the end of February, And hopefully a home game. I'd really, really love to do a Drury Girls home game, Western Mass game. We haven't done one in a few years, so we'll see what happens.
Yes, sir.
Right back to action. 17-4 Blue Devils. 2:05 left here in the first quarter.
Nice move by Patella.
Little short baseline jumper won't go. Rebound is going to be by Dober. Nice box out.
Yeah.
Gets it to McGrath.
Oh, nice pass.
To McGrath, and puts it off the glass.
What a layup. 5 points for her early on in this game.
Here's Gambaroni for Lennox. On the drive.
Little helter-skelter on them right now. Here's an open look by Patella.
From the free throw line drains it and count it. And she's fouled. Sophie Patella with her 4th point of the night. She'll go to the line, try to make a 3-point play as Allison Felix checks back in. And also coming in for the first time is Katie Booth, a sophomore, number 31. She'll take out Anna Dix. And also getting her first rest of the night is Haley Shook. Patella's free throw is a little bit too hard off the iron. It's rebounded
by number 20,
it's
Paul.
Tabor Paul, another freshman. And we got travel. 19-6 with 1:16 left here, first quarter. Back-to-back games for the Blue Devils, as we stated earlier. Nice win over Brattleboro. I'm sorry. Here's Brooke DeGenero with a long three, little front iron. It was on line, John, a little short.
Yeah, just a little short. Trying to steal it, and was stolen, and now a tie-up, and over and back.
I guess only Drury touched it, so it would be a backcourt violation.
Got three good referees here tonight, so got their A team out there tonight.
There's a long three, goes back iron.
Oh, rebound by, who's that lady
Allison
again?
Felix.
Allison Felix.
With a defensive rebound.
Yeah. Oh, that's wicked deep.
Back iron. McGrath on the, a steal by DeGenero. Oh, nice stop by McGrath, but she couldn't get it to one of her players. Little shot is short.
I think Patella just rushed it a little bit.
Here comes Dober, and she's fouled. Nice look by DeGenero, seeing Dober streaking up the right side.
Yeah, Sophie didn't get cheated on that one. That was a full contact foul, so only their second.
One for Giardina, one for Patella. Sophomore Mackenzie Dober at the line, the lefty. Puts it up.
In and out.
She had 7 big points in the Pittsville game to keep her team in it in the fourth quarter, John, or in the second half at least, when we did there a couple weeks ago.
Yes.
I was very, very impressed with her effort. There's Mackenzie's second one, and she got 1 out of 2.
Yeah, nice looking shot. She's on the scoring column.
20-6. See if the shot clock's off with 17 seconds left to see if the Millionaires take the last shot.
Nice bounce passes. You can tell fundamentally.
Patella double team there in the lane. Stolen away by DeGenero. She sees the clock.
And Felix.
You got to know what time it is. There's a long, long bomb.
That's NBA 3.
Yeah.
She front rummed it again.
But at least they got the last shot off, John.
We don't get that very often.
So we've come to the end of one here at Drury High School. The presently red-hot Drury Blue Devils, the Lady Devils, leading the Lennox Millionaires 20-6 after 1. Ladies and gentlemen, if you enjoy high school basketball, so if you're tuned into us on channel 1302, Educational Access of Northern Berkshire Community Television, you absolutely would love the replays of all the games. You'd also love High School Basketball Weekly with yours truly and Tim Morey, shown 3 times on Educational Access, channel 1302. If you have cable, Spectrum Cable, shown on Thursday nights at 7:30, Saturday mornings at 10, and Sunday evenings at 7. We discuss all of Western Mass Division 3 and 4 girls and boys basketball, and we specialize in Berkshire County, of course, and we even specialize a little bit more in the Northern Berkshire teams. We cover Mount Greylock, Hoosick Valley, Drury, and McKeon Tech. That's High School Basketball Weekly on channel 1302. Thursdays at 7:30, Saturday mornings at 10, and Sunday nights at 7. Please tell your friends. Please tell your family. The former Channel 16 is now 1302. We've been there for about a year. Please tell everyone. Thank you. Drury with the basketball to start the McGrath. Nice fake.
Good defense by 15.
Zoidal gives it up. Thomas is going to take a short jumper and drain it.
Wow, Laura.
She can hit that shot.
Well, she's got 4 points. And we got a 3-quarter court press. Again, no shot clock in girls basketball. You can take.
Well, for 10 seconds anyway, yeah.
No, they don't. I mean, they got shot clock, but no 10-second.
Correct, yeah.
Sorry about that, yeah.
Patella double teamed. Good pressure by the Devils. And ripping it out, trying to rip it out of her hands is Allison Felix.
But it'll be Lennox ball.
And as soon as the ball's put in play, the arrow will change, and Drury will then have possession. There's Nicole Gambaroni. It's a long three. Just before the shot clock goes off, here comes Allison Felix with another rebound. Allison kind of loses her dribble a little bit and turns it over. Here's Gambaroni.
Boy, she's quick.
And we got a foul on Tess Zoidal, which is pretty obvious.
Yeah.
She was moving right along with her. As soon as there was contact, that was going to be the whistle.
And smart by her taking it to the rim.
First foul on Zoidal, third on the Blue Devils.
We saw her play a good game last year, Gambarini.
Gambaroni?
Yeah, Gambaroni.
Yeah.
Excuse me, yeah.
I'm assuming she's cousins with the Gambaroni sisters from Wacona, Maria and Victoria. Front iron on the first one.
0 for 2 the team is.
There's a lot of Gambaronis, and it was just like there's still a lot of Steinmans around, John.
Oh, geez.
You just don't know where they are.
And 0 for 2.
There's cousins that play at Lennox. Backing it off to Allison Felix. Allison's going to take a pop. Back iron, nobody there for the rebound. And it's knocked out of bounds by Haley Shook. It'll be Millionaires basketball just underway here in the second quarter. Mia Giardina getting ready to check in again for Lennox on the next whistle. And she's entering the game. She's going to replace I think it's Alex Lipton. Didn't have her number originally, John.
They broke the press pretty easily. Patella.
Stop, pop, no good. Rebound by Shook. Haley trying to push. Nice bounce pass. Just couldn't complete it. And we got a tie up there.
What a beautiful bounce pass. That was there.
Absolutely picture perfect.
You don't get any better than that.
No.
Full speed, hit her in full speed.
Wish she had that one back again.
Great job on that pass. Wow. Best of the year.
McGrath's going to launch a three. Bango!
Boy,
Kayla McGrath.
Her 8th point.
Having a great first half here.
She's not shy. She'll put it up. She did about 3 feet from the back of the line.
And she's playing defense, too. There's another double team.
Oh, her motor goes.
There's a shot from the corner, a little bit long. Rebound comes down to Najimi. She keeps it up gets it to Gambaroni.
I got 13 seconds. Nice bounce pass.
Beautiful pass. Everything but the hoop. Here comes Shook again. Haley goes up a little bit short on the glass.
That was probably one of the times that maybe she shouldn't. It's going to be Lennox ball.
Yeah, right off of give a great hustle there to Zoidal and also Haley Shook. 25-6, 5.5 minutes left here in the first half.
Nobody going to the ball.
Patella using her left hand nicely.
Oh, take that one.
Here's a three from Gambaroni. Bingo! She nails it.
Gambaroni with her first points of the night after missing 2 free throws.
25-9. There's another one from McGrath. This one's back iron.
And
picked off by Patella on a nice box out.
She's tall, too.
She is for a freshman. Gambaroni was measuring up a three, but McGrath got there to deny her.
Oh, nice move.
There's another three. Off the glass and in. And here come the Millionaires. That's on Anna Najimi, her 5th point of the night.
And a Boomba. They got
25-12. Allison Felix for 3.
In and out. You don't get much closer than that one.
Drury a little cold as Brooke DeGennaro gets ready to check back in. Mariners have scored the last 2 or 3 times down the floor.
Patella. Almost.
Rebound by Felix.
I like it when girls aren't afraid to shoot the ball. Get an opportunity.
They've had a lot of good looks tonight, John. Both sides have had some really good looks.
Darn right. Can't score unless you're shooting it.
McGrath's going to launch another. It's going to be short off the front iron, though.
Yeah, that was kind of out there again.
Drury's kind of given up offensively the inside game right now. They're settling for the long shots.
Good point.
Shot from the baseline won't go. Rebound by Shook. Haley trying to push it. All the way down. A little short. Rebound by McGrath on the floor.
We got a scrum.
We got a foul. It's got McGrath.
Yeah.
She didn't get ball. She got body while the girl was on the floor.
Yeah, so you're right. Got 12. Here comes Brooke back.
And Haley Shook takes a seat. We
and
have a timeout here. 3:40 left in the first quarter. It's 25-12 Drury. Don't go away. You're watching high school basketball here on Northern Berkshire Community Television. Okay, Lennox basketball. 25-12. They've it might have been 25-6, John, and then Gambaroni and Patella, or Gambaroni and Nate Jimmy with 3s.
Yeah. Wow. Nice open look.
And the shot is
22
good.
Again.
Nate Jimmy with her 7th point in the first half here.
Down to 9.
25-14.
11. Yeah, 11 points.
Good defense here. Laura's shot no good.
Oh, nice rebound by Patella.
Drury's gone ice cold offensively. Here comes Patella. Trying to cut into that lead.
Held her pivot foot.
On the floor, tied up. It's going to be a Lennox basketball as Allison Felix checks back in for Kayla McGrath, who played a very, very good first half so far. So we'll take a seat with 8 first half points so far with 2:48 left. Wide open. They're getting wide open. Look, there's Gambaroni.
Well, look at Patella track that ball.
This is a short shot. Won't go. Rebound, Shook.
Yep. 11-point lead still.
Brooks going to launch a long one. Back iron.
And we got a foul by
so right now,
Zoido.
Yeah, Drury's very, very stagnant offensively. They've got no rhythm at all. They're not working anything.
Not like they were earlier. Before they were 4 or 5 passes moving the ball.
They're not in transition, John. It's all half-court offense, and that zone is creating a little problem for Drury. They're not getting the ball inside. They're selling for 3s, and they've gone stone cold.
Oh, nice steal by...
There's a foul.
Yeah, you're going to have to call it. A great effort by number 15.
Julie Paylor.
Paylor.
Yep. Her first. Team's
Her
third.
First, yeah.
Drury hasn't scored in quite a while.
Boy.
It's been a few minutes.
Patella out. One of the forces.
Catherine Nichols, a junior in the game for the first time.
No, this is what they did earlier in the game. 4 or 5 passes. And 1 too high.
Sooner or later, John, those cross-court passes are going to get you. So sooner or later.
They normally do.
Grace Wigington is in the game in 7th grade. That's number 4, John.
Here comes Brooke DeGennaro.
With the right hand, puts it in.
Just like that. Stop the bleeding, as they say. It's a term that's
27-14. There's Haley Shook with a steal.
Well, here comes, maybe they'll get a little, blocked. But she gets it back. Oh, nice
speed. And, missing the shot. Going back up again is no good.
But Felix with another shot at it. And
Zoido and Thomas each missed little bunnies, John.
I think bad angle more than anything. They were tough. They're so far underneath the, underneath the backboard almost. And Patella back in, and she got a drink of water. And
Mia Garadina will sit down. She's only a freshman, so freshman for freshman. In many, many ways, could resemble a JV team.
Yeah, that's a foul.
Foul for Tess Zoido. That's her second.
Actually, it could be her third. But I'm thinking it's 2. I might have missed. No, it's her third. I had it for 3.
Wow, I missed one somewhere.
And now she's out with 31 coming in.
Katie Booth for her second appearance, the sophomore.
Patella pivots very well and keeps control.
Gambaroni launches one, a little too deep. Here's Shook with another rebound. She waited too long to try to get the ball.
Yeah. Well, Brooks up with a 3. Oh, and number 21.
DeGenero's, her three's gone real cold.
Yeah.
She hasn't looked really, really bad. They were all off rim.
Yeah.
Patella, nice drive, puts it off of the glass a little bit too hard.
I think she just went too fast with it.
Offensive foul.
Offensive charge on Felix, I believe.
Yeah, taken by Patella.
Allison kind of was going in there hard. I think it's only her first foul, though. So not a real big deal, but they're at 7 now for the Devils. Only 3 fouls on Lennox. So if it's not an offensive charge, then they'll be going to the line. A lot of bounce passes. The forgotten art of basketball. Uh-oh, here comes a Shook for 2.
Shook goes up and scores. Nice feed from Allison Felix.
Her 5th point, but boy, right on time.
He's going to call a foul?
Yeah, I think so.
He's going to call a foul.
Yeah. Well.
The last thing you want to do is foul somebody at midcourt. So you're going to get 3 shots for Nicole Gambaroni.
Mm-hmm. So
and she's got a 3-pointer for her 3 points.
She missed her first 2 free throws, and now she's 0 for 3. Sometimes it's just a mental thing at this point. And she drains that one. And 1 more to go. She's 1 for 4.
And she drains another one. So we are at halftime here at the Bucky Bullet Gym, and it is 29-16 Drury. Don't go away. We will be right back to call the second half action. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to Drury High School, the Bucky Bullet Gym. Getting ready for second half action between the Millionaires of Lennox High School and the Lady Blue Devil of Drury High School. Halftime scoring, very, very simple, ladies and gentlemen. Anna Najimi for Lennox, 7 points. Nicole Gambaroni with 5, and Sophie Patella with 4. For Drury, Brooke DeGenero had 9. Kayla McGrath with 8. Haley Shook had 5. Laura Thomas had 4. Tess Zoido had 2. And Mackenzie Dolbert was 1 for 2 from the free throw line for 1 point. So it's 29-16 Drury after 1. And I'd like to take this opportunity before second half action to wish my friend, former co-worker, and my partner here at Northern Berkshire Community Television for 10 seasons now, Mr. John Bird. I'd like to wish him and his twin brother Frank a very happy blank birthday.
Yeah, when we get to a certain number, Rick, it's kind of left quiet.
Yeah, I kind of gave it away last year. So.
That's okay. I get the senior citizen discount.
Yeah.
That's all that matters.
Well, you are retired now from a long-time employee of Specialty Minerals with me. That was our full-time job.
Yeah.
This is our volunteer job. I like them both, John.
Yes.
But this is a lot of fun. It's been a pleasure doing this with you for 10 years. It all started 10 seasons ago when I was setting up, getting ready to do a Drury Greylock boys basketball game. It was the first one ever. I was doing it alone because I didn't have a partner. You were here. I most likely, I'm thinking your nephew Nolan was probably a junior varsity player at the time.
Yeah, probably.
And you said, "Hey, Rick, you need any help?" I said, "Yeah." Put a headset on, John. And we've been partners ever since. And we've had some great ball games, some great memorable moments, John. We've had some heartbreaks.
Yes.
With the Drury girls a couple times in the Western Mass Finals against Hoosick Valley. We've had the biggest heartbreaks. Unfortunately, been the Drury boys not being able to get through the semifinals of Western Mass down at the Cage, and usually something heartbreaking. You know, not a blowout, never a blowout. No. Always the last second three or something.
Yes.
Or a three to put a dagger through your heart in the last minute of the game. But it's been a blast. We've called a lot of great ball games, and I plan on doing this for a long, long time. So they put 8 minutes back up on the clock. Drury basketball leading 29-16. Blue Devils looking to go 6-5 above 500 and looking to go 3-0 in the South. And tied up is Tess Zoido. And she's going to give the ball away, and it's going to be Lennox basketball.
They really use that bounce pass to like an art. A lot of teams don't use it anymore. 33.
Shot no good. Rebound.
Patella.
Sophie comes down with it.
Fought for it hard. Gambaroni, right?
Yeah, it's Gambaroni, yeah. Shot a little bit short. Boxes out.
She would have followed her shot. She would have got another shot at it.
Nice bounce pass to Shook.
I can't believe she got it to her. She stepped on the out-of-bounds line. When she came back in, she wasn't totally in, I guess.
I got to say one thing about the Drury girls, John. They are very unselfish. They do look for the open person all the time. You love to see that in basketball, period, much less in girls.
She blew right by there with the left hand. Shook's left. And just enough to
that was Julie Paylor. Yeah. Brooke goes up, can't get it to go. Rebound by Brooke, goes up again. She's going to back it out.
Double dribble.
She carried it.
Yeah.
I got to say, second quarter, especially last 5 minutes of second quarter, and so far here early in the third, Drury does not look good offensively.
No, Lennox bounced back, second opportunities. And like you said, I think earlier that
missing shots is one thing, John, but no rhythm.
No rhythm.
What I'm talking about.
Yeah, they got cold a little bit and maybe a little bit out of rhythm.
Gambaroni wide open three.
Front rimmed it. Felix with the ball here. Allison again has it.
A lot of time on the shot clock. They're just setting up so deep.
Well, she's going to take it.
Long three, front iron.
The thing with
here's a breakout for Gambaroni.
The thing with Brooks is she's taking the threes, but she's about 3 feet behind the line. And they're going to get Patella for a block foul.
Yeah, moving screen.
Yeah. So Miss Patella has her second foul. Yeah. Good call.
Still 29-16 here. Almost 2 minutes played, no scoring here in the third quarter.
Oh, long three again. Shook.
They're missing him, though.
And
it's going to stay with Drury.
Off Patella. Good fight
now, if
there.
Drury can get hot with threes, John, he can open it right up.
Oh, it's still comfortable at 13, but not if you do something like that. I mean,
the turnover is the pass intended for Tess Zoido's well over her head.
Oh, it was a nice feed. She just came out.
Here's Brooke all the way to the hoop. Puts it up.
Oh,
missed it.
Wow. And Drury's got the ball still, though.
Brooke, she had a tendency, John, to. Here's Laura Thomas up and good, in and out.
Two Lennox girls fighting over it.
It's going to stay with Drury. Well, Drury's missed some darn easy shots.
The coach should have called timeout there when then Patella had the ball underneath the rim. I'd say that's on him. Deep three.
Back iron.
And a deflection, but
DeGennaro saves it.
over to
They've missed their last 4 or 5 threes, John, at least. All this half.
But they've gotten a lot of second opportunities, third opportunities, 4 opportunities.
Like Coach Wojcik at Hoosick Valley, Coach Downey probably tells the girls, take a good open look.
There you go. She's going to take it.
Allison, top of the key, still won't go.
Another opportunity for Drury.
Stolen away
By Gambaroni.
Gambaroni.
I was going to say Gambini. Vinny Gambini of the my cousin Vinny.
And she travels.
Yeah.
And I'll tell you, John, they Vinny Gambini, yeah.
Vinny Gambini.
Yeah, sounds like a
It was my cousin Vinny.
A reality show.
You remember that? My cousin Vinny, the movie?
Oh, that I remember. Yeah.
Yeah, Vinny Gambini.
Yeah. Oh, it was Gambini.
Yeah, that's what Joe Pesci was. Vinny Gambini.
Okay. Attorney at law, right?
Yeah. Well, we got. Anyway, we get a little fun out of it.
Laura Thomas, short pop off the rim.
Wow,
Good.
nothing's going in. They
Stone cold on the Drury Blue Devils right now.
Even a layup.
But then Lennox hasn't scored yet. The little floater is good.
Oh, by number 4, I think.
That's Grace Wigington. She's number 14, John. She's actually number 4. She was 14 on our program.
Okay.
Brookshot doesn't look good, and getting the rebound is Anna Dix.
Drury
It's going to
ball.
stay with Drury. No, just one bucket here in the.
She's going to take top shot. In and out.
Brooks probably missed her last 10 shots. Gambaroni all the way to the hoop. Scores.
And she knows what to do with it.
And they could turn this thing around right away quickly. It's 29-20. Coach Downey wants to talk it over. 4 minutes played, 4 minutes left here, third quarter. Drury has not scored the first 4 minutes of the third quarter, and their lead has been cut to 29-20. Don't go away. We'll be right back. Has seen their lead cut from 13 points down to 9. Dix is tied up, and it's going to be Lennox basketball.
Do I see the? I got to see the instant offense there. McGrath. She's still on the what you call it there, the bench.
Yeah, sometimes it's chemistry, John.
Yeah. Well,
this is a big possession.
33 with a stop pop.
Got it. And here comes Lennox. Mia Giardino with her first points of the night, and it's 29-22.
And when that happens, you play better defense.
Brooks will take another 3.
Nice position by Thomas.
And she puts it in.
Thomas stops the bleeding.
That could have said any better, John.
Got the rebound and put it back up and in.
They're going to stiffen up on their defense a little bit. Gambaroni shot.
Just a little bit off the front rim. A runner.
She should have waited a little bit, taken it all the way in, and it's
gonna get a hand check foul there.
You don't want to see those.
And that's only their first foul of the half. I'm still waiting for McGrath to come in. Not that I want any of the other girls out. It's just that she seems to have instant offense and usually has a lot of energy.
Well, she's been their best 3-point shooter, but Drury's percentage of threes tonight is very, very low. Started all high and then couldn't buy a hoop. She's getting ready to commit now, along with Katie Booth. You got to tighten up on the D here, John.
They just did.
And Laura Thomas ties her up.
I think she got away with a foul there. But
yeah, me too, John.
Hard,
I think so too. But
she did, trust me. I mean, you could have called it either way. She had a lot of the ball. They let her play. All right, so who is out? DeGennaro is out. And wanted to score the basket.
Good idea
Thomas,
there is that pass into the lane to Katie Booth. She saw Anna Dix right underneath and tried to feed her, but it went out of bounds.
Yeah, you see what Lennox does there a lot, though. They bounce pass, and a lot of times it's more effective. Oh, everything but the...
Pass intended for Kayla McGrath is well over her head, so another Drury turnover.
You know what I say about trying to get that shot every time down, Rick? even if it's a bad one.
Drury has scored 2 points in 5.5 minutes here in the third quarter. And that was a putback by Laura Thomas. All the way to the hoop. Up and in.
This game, I don't know if it was
I think
20.
I think it was 20. That's what I'm going to give it to.
Paul. Things are tightening up here now, Rick. And here comes
Chris McGrath's first three of the second half. No good.
But
Anna Dix is fouled.
Yeah. Patella fouled her. She thinks she had all ball, and she might have. But, you get a little body contact, too. So, yeah, it's her third, Patella. So, Dix shoots 2. Oh,
hard.
Thunk. Put that back iron. Had good rotation. She's done pretty well from the foul line this year.
Missed them both.
Yeah, long on both of them.
And it goes off.
Oh, my goodness.
Goes to Julie
what a break. What a break. And
Mia Giardina back in the game again. So freshman for freshman.
Yeah,
taking out Sophie Patella here.
Yeah, she's got to go out for the rest of this quarter and then bring her back. She is a difference maker.
Katie Bouchot's no good. She gets her own rebound.
Wow, stuffed twice.
And we got a tie-up. It's going to be Drury basketball.
A lot of blocks.
Oh, it's Lennox basketball.
Lennox ball.
31-24.
Here comes Patel. They're going to play offense, defense. Yeah. So she's going to come in for offense and then has to be
Lennox outscoring Drury 8-2 here in the third quarter. 2 points with 1:49 left.
Excuse me. Oh, she got loose. 15.
Good shut off. And we do have a travel. Good job there by Anna Dix shutting off baseline.
Yeah. Well, when you go to the baseline and you have 2 defenders, you got the baseline, that means 3-on-1.
See if Drury can get something going offensively here.
Yeah, it's only 7 points. See if they can't make a basket right here. Shook has to, and Shook and right through her hands.
But you can't quit though. You have to keep playing.
Right.
And we got a foul on Drury.
McGrath.
It has not. Drury looked very good the first quarter, John, and they looked okay in the first couple minutes of the second one. They have not looked good at all since then.
McGrath.
And Lennox has just been consistent. They're just trying to peck away little at a time.
Yeah.
Nicole Gambaroni, the senior, at the line.
Made her last 2. And
This is this one.
misses this one. She's been cold from the line, which helps Drury right here for
There's
sure.
that offense-defensive thing again.
Yeah.
And also Allison Felix sitting for Drury and DeGenero back in the game. 1 out of 2
Yep.
for Gambaroni.
Plenty of time. 6 points though now, 2 possession. They got their 3-point shooters in there right now with Cooks, DeGenero, and McGrath.
Shot from the corner, no good.
Yeah,
That was
Gambarini.
Booth with a shot for Drury. Gambaroni comes down. Floater up is in.
Wow.
Najimi,
Making things
her
tighten
9th
up.
point, 31-27.
25-6 to this. And off of her foot. Forcing it.
Everything going against Drury right now.
Well, they scored 2 points. I mean,
They've lost the intensity on defense. They're not getting the steals. They're certainly not shooting well at all. The shooting percentage is really terrible here in the second half. Here's DeGenero with the steal. Brooke goes up and misses another bunny. She was guarded, but
yeah, I don't know how.
that right hand, she just has a hard time with that right hand. Oh, nice finger shook.
There you go.
Kayla McGrath, what a beautiful feed. Stops that bleeding a little bit.
Yes. And Back and forth. That's
You
going
got
to
a
be a foul.
on Shook.
It's okay. It's only the third foul. I think it's Shook's first. Haley's been in, she's not in foul trouble at all. It's only her first foul.
Long shot is no good. And that's going to do it here in the third quarter. And Drury's got to huddle up with Coach Downey and see what he comes up with for the fourth quarter and see if they can play like they did in the first quarter, because offensively they have not looked good at all, John. So we will see, though. The score at halftime, of course, was 29-16, a 13-point Drury lead. And now it is down to 6. So the Blue Devils with only 2 hoops, one by Haley Shook and one by Laura Thomas. And we'll see what happens. So there's 8 minutes left here at the Buckybullet Gym. Don't go away. We'll be right back with fourth quarter action. Here we go. Fourth quarter action. Drury with the basketball.
Nice ball movement. See, they were doing that earlier.
But Laura's got to take it in. There's Haley Shook.
Oh, a boom by 3.
We had to get one sooner or later, John.
Well, you know what? The percentages hopefully go back in their favor. They're doubling the ball. She traveled. Yep, she traveled. She took the extra step. Brooke DeGennaro came over to Haley Shook to put a little pressure on it, and she traveled.
When Laura gets the ball in the middle, John, the first thing she's looking to do is pass the ball out.
Right.
And I love to see her take it in.
They're moving quick on defense, though. I'll give them that. They're doubling up that ball, and you're going to get...
Go travel.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You can't...
Tessa's having a tough game tonight in the paint. They're double teaming her.
Well, the thing is,
trying to frustrate her.
It's in and out. You know, and you know what? There's 2 girls on there. Ain't no sense of bringing it into her, though.
Right.
Unless you're just trying to make space for the outside shooter.
Nice screen there.
Oh, a steal. It had a steal.
On the floor.
That's why you got to have
Good job on
McGrath.
McGrath, yeah.
You got to have her out there.
She adds a lot of value, John.
Well, she scraps. They all play hard, don't get me wrong, but she's got that little, that little extra in the motor. Sometimes too fast.
Up won't go. Rebound by Patella. Goes up again. Won't go.
Oh, Patella had 2 shots at it. And a very ill-advised pass. Timeout, coach. All right, now reset here. You got about 15 seconds. That has not worked because she's not shot ready. She's too deep on the baseline. Shook
again. She just won't go.
Well, she's going up the court by herself.
Julie Paler all the way with the left hand. Somebody's got to catch ball here.
Oh,
Gonna
over
get
and
backcourt.
Backcourt violation. So, break there.
So the Millionaires have turned it over the last couple of times, John, and they got a couple shots off with Patella. Drury's got the lead back up to 9 at 36-27. Shook from the other wing.
Oh, Boomba! 3, 9 plus 4. 13 points for Haley. And
DeGennaro with a steal.
Yep.
Goes up, lost her balance.
And Shook with another rebound, actually.
Tess Zoido's shot. Drains it!
Oh, Zoido.
Just
Timeout
beyond the
for them
free throw
guys.
line, and we got timeout, Lennox and Drury. And you're right, John. They sooner or later, they were going to start falling a little bit. And Zoido knocks the jumper down.
Just sort of like I predicted, Rick.
I'm Mr. Doom and Gloom, and you're the bright sunshine of the team. Right?
Not always. I just felt though that the way they played, Rick, to be quite honest with you, they only had 4 points in that quarter. They went away from a little bit of what they were doing, and yes, sooner or later some of these shots are going to go down, but they just look better. And now, here's the other thing that you don't talk about too much, or we don't. The other team spent all that energy to get back into this game, okay? Now they're so close. Now all of a sudden, we're close. And they spent so much energy to get back to that you could have a letdown. Now Drury's making their run right now after Lennox had their big run.
you have a first quarter score, John? I didn't write it down.
It was 20 to Drury and 6 for Lennox.
And then halftime, of course, was 29-16.
Correct. And 33 to 27 was the third quarter score. So, Drury has put
already 8 points up in the first 2 minutes.
They put the run on, and let me tell you, they got their team speed out there too. With the only one else not out there that's got that team speed, is if you put in Allison Felix. Otherwise, you got 3 girls that really go quick. Then you got your power forwards in there right now.
Anna Dix checking back in for Tess Zoido.
Yeah, Zoido's got 4. Was her 4th, and I did have her for 3, so, to save her from fouling out.
Gambaroni nails a 3.
There's her second 3 of the night. Her boom bot, she's got 8 plus 3 is 11. Slow it down, clock's your friend. No worries. Yeah, if you're going to put it in the...
McGrath?
Oh!
Another 3 for Kayla McGrath.
Boom bot, her McGrath with 3, Shook with 3.
11 for McGrath.
Yeah.
Patella in the lane.
Oh, nice bounce pass again. Sound player. Nice look there. And guess who's fighting McGrath?
Here she comes.
On the wing is Brooke.
Brooke goes up with a runner and drains it. Baseline runner.
There you go.
Her first points of the second half, John.
Yeah, she's got 11. Now, all of a sudden, it's a 16-point lead. Just like that. And got a kick
ball. If it was a kick ball, it was a runaway.
It was a easy layup.
Tabor Paul, the freshman, number 20 coming in. And also number 4, a 7th grader, Grace Wigington. So super, super young team for the Millionaires. Here's Wigington all the way. She puts her floater up, no good. And the rebound comes down.
Well,
and is missed by Mia Giardina.
Yeah, had 2 chances. You take your time.
McGrath with another 3. Back iron, won't go. Fighting for the rebound, DeGennaro, she's got it.
Take her time, burn the clock. And Shook.
Rebound by Anna Dix.
Wow.
She ties up Patella. It's going to stay with Drury. That's what I said earlier, John. Mackenzie Dober and Anna Dix, when they come in, boy, I'll tell you,
they give you power.
They give you a lot, yeah. There's Dix off the glass a little too hard. She gets a rebound and scores.
There's no defending her.
Her first points of the night, John. Drury's opening it up to 48-30 now. And a turnover. You hit it right on the head, John. You hit it right on the head. Lennox did everything they possibly could to claw their way back in the game and get it to 33-27.
And they had it closer than that because Drury made their last shot. So.
And there's a steal. No, it's restolen.
Yeah.
Shot clock at 14. Long bomb by DeGennaro. Bang!
Oh, that's an NBA
That's
3.
A long shot.
That's an NBA 3 from there. Almost, I would call it close enough. And just like that, it's 21.
14 points for Brooke, averaging 17. Baseline. Oh, she beat Laura Thomas. A nice block. And almost a save by Kayla McGrath. Anna Dix playing great basketball for Drury.
Well, at 21-point lead, now everybody can feel a little more relaxed. And
McGrath with a steal.
DeGennaro out in front.
Nice bounce pass, and Shook scores.
Shook here.
DeGennaro very unselfishly giving the ball up to the cutting on the right-hand side. Haley
Shook. She's got
Shook.
15. Double her average. Timeout.
And we got timeout before it really, it's pretty much already gotten away.
It's gotten away.
Drury has opened it up. Drury has scored 20 points in the fourth quarter when they only scored 4 points in the third quarter. 2:49 left, ladies and gentlemen. 53 Drury. Don't go away. We'll be right back to call the rest of this one.
We've already got younger girls in there now, the ones that we haven't seen.
Short jumper won't go. There's 3 missed shots pulled down by Felix. She's fouled by Tabor Paul. Well, these millionaires, John, they're gonna be good when they get older. They still all play together. They're very, very young.
Mm-hmm. But you can see how they got younger. It seems like, here comes the bench now. Shook.
Top of the key, no good.
Only when I needed them.
There's a steal.
Yeah.
Shot's a little bit too hard, but here she is getting another rebound.
Coach,
Allison Felix.
Coach should just call a timeout, get his team in.
Yeah. Just a little bit over 2 minutes to play. Anna Dix is almost tied up, and here comes Lennox. DeGennaro got stuck underneath the basket, John. She tried a reverse layup, but just a little bit short. And we got a foul. It looks going to be on Brooke.
Yeah.
As she comes out of the ball game.
Right.
There's a steal by Emily Burdick.
And
shot no good. Rebound by Drury, and she's tied up. It's gonna stay with Lennox. In for Drury right now is number 15 Carolyn Chalana. Number 31 Katie Booth, who saw first half action. Tatiana Ross, a sophomore, in for the first time. Shot no good. Ross with the rebound.
She's tall.
Yeah. Dober falls down, but she keeps the dribble alive. Mackenzie Dober. Yeah.
She's a globetrotter.
See if somebody get in the scoring column here, John, with 1:13 to go.
Yeah, you see somebody that has not touched the ball much. Or Booth.
Katie Booth in the lane, just can't get it to go, fighting for her own rebound.
That's going to be Lennox ball.
So it's Ross, Booth, Chalana, Dober, and Burdick for Drury. Finishing up the last 104 here, this one. It's a long three, a little bit too long. Here's Emily Burdick. She's tied up, but the ball will stay with the Blue Devils. Love to see one of the girls on the floor right now get a hoop here. 46 seconds left, maybe a couple more possessions.
You gotta, the pass, it's a travel. You know, they get down on the baseline though, they're behind the backboard, so when you're that low, you got no opportunity to shoot the ball. Even with the first unit, and they did the same thing. Tried to dribble through, and she did. She got the shot up, too.
Chalana saves it, gets it to
nice
Burdick.
Save. Yep, nice save.
No shot, Coach Downey's calling.
Yeah. Well, that's going to be our game. 53, 20 points there, Rick, in the fourth quarter. And only 3.
And that will do it here at the Bucky Bullet Gym as the Drury Blue Devils win their 3rd consecutive game here at home, topping the Lennox Millionaires, who gave them a battle in the second and third quarters and cut that lead to 33-27 after 3. And then Drury just turned it on in the fourth quarter, scoring.
Oh, the 20 points in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, 20 points alone in the fourth quarter.
Yeah.
And they held Lennox to only 3, winning the game 53-30. Don't go away, ladies and gentlemen. We'll be right back with the recap and the final totals. Okay, welcome back, everybody. We're back out on the floor with the victorious Lady Blue Devils. And I want to start off, first of all, let's get Coach Downey in here right away. Sure, we'll get Coach out of the way. Coach, started off with a bang. Not the greatest second part of the second quarter, and a real tough third quarter, but whatever you guys said in the huddle, they really played Drury Lady Devils basketball in the fourth.
Yeah, I mean, it's funny that you said that. I literally said to them, we have to play Drury basketball.
Yeah.
Like, that's what we needed to get back to doing. And, I mean, to their credit, they went to a zone. We went cold. It's not that we didn't get wide open shots. It's not that we didn't get layups. We just went cold. And, when you go cold like that from stretches, you got to make sure they don't score. And unfortunately, they were scoring and catching up, and that's kind of was what happened there halfway through the second and the third period.
Yeah, Brooke, another great game, but very, very unselfish. When everybody gets in the mix, you guys seem to play better basketball.
Yeah, I feel like as a team, we're coming together very well as a team. And the other team played an excellent game. We fell short a little bit in the second and third quarter, but the first quarter pulled it off very well as a team. Like I said, we're very, me unselfish, but my whole team is very unselfish. And pulling that in the fourth quarter, pulling that off, I love my team. I love my team.
Yeah, Haley, I like the way you and Brooke play in that backcourt because you look for each other. You're always looking for the cutter and everything, and double figures for you tonight, which is nice. 15 points we have very unofficially, and again, when you guys get 2 or 3 players in double figures, it's usually a Blue Devil victory.
Me and Brooke have been playing since we were really young together, so we just know how we play. Like, what if I'm there and then Brooke's there for me, so it's like back and forth. But the team worked really well together and pushed the ball up and made a good basket.
Yeah, you certainly did. Laura, what I saw tonight was a little bit more aggressiveness offensively, which we love to see from you. I say that to a lot of girls that give 100% all the time defensively with passing, with rebounds and everything else. But I wanted you to shoot from that wing so bad, and you did, and you knocked a couple down. But you had a big hoop in the third quarter, kind of stopped the bleeding, as we called it, with that putback.
Yeah, I feel like as a team we've been working on rebounding really well, especially Tess and I, and that putback was really good. And I feel like once we start shooting as a team, we really are on, and once we just start making them, it just gets better from there, and just can only get better.
That's huge. Kayla, the freshman, you've got a great three-point shot, and I know Coach probably tells you, look, Kayla, if you've got that shot and it's open, go ahead and take it. And you got pretty hot in the first quarter, or first half anyway, but you looked really good. You were knocking them down tonight.
Yeah, as a team, once we get the ball passing and we get it in and out, we look for those threes, and most of the time we get them, and if they come from post. Well,
girls, you're on a hot streak right now, and good for you guys. Rebounding after that loss to Hoosick, that huge win over Hampshire, that big win over Brattleboro last night, a team that you really wanted because of last year, and of course now you're in the South, and this is when you guys got really hot last year. So we'll be following you the rest of the season. We're going to see us Saturday at Hoosick Valley Coaches versus Cancer rematch. I know you want that one bad against Monument, so good luck during that game, girls. We'll see you, Kayla. Laura Thomas, Haley Shook, and Brooke DeGennaro. Thank you, girls, very much.
Thanks, guys, for coming down.
Yeah, Coach, one more quick thing. You're into that part of the schedule where you really took off last year. I was just talking to the girls about that. You've got your last shot at a Northern team, and I know the girls are going to be ready for that game. It's going to be quite a day up there at Hoosick Valley. It's a great day of basketball here in Berkshire County for Coaches versus Cancer.
Yeah, I mean, it's a cool day. I mean, it's as much as it's great basketball, because it's cool to see the teams come over the mountain too and get teams that you don't normally see around here. Right. But for a great benefit like Cancer. I mean, Cancer's touched me. It's touched all of our lives in some way, shape, or form. But for us, schedule-wise, we're through the meat of our schedule. We're through the tough part of our schedule. We had those back-to-back games against PHS, Taconic, Hoosick, Hampshire, and I said to the girls, looking at the schedule from last year, this year, once we get into kind of our Southern Conference play, we're in a better position this year than we were last year.
Right.
Like last year, we were looking at we had to go 8-2 just to get into the tournament. We're now 6-5. Like we're in a good spot right now. So we're ahead where we were last year. So don't get down on yourselves. Just because we didn't pull out a victory against PHS or Taconic or give Hoosick a better run that I was hoping we would, don't get down yourselves, because we are more ahead of the game this year than last year.
You absolutely are. So, Coach, thanks for taking the time. You're on a nice streak. It's nice to be at home.
Yes.
And we'll be down there covering your game on Saturday, and a couple more up here. So good luck the rest of the season.
All right,
Coach Ian Downey, the Drury Blue Devils. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Okay, the scoring, John. The only player for Lennox for double figures was Nicole Gambroni with 11. Anna Jimmy had 9. And Sophie Patella, one of their top scorers at 10.5, was only held to 4 all first half points. For Drury, they were led by Haley Shook with 15, Brooke DeGennaro right behind her with 14, Kayla McGrath with 11, Laura Thomas, a great overall game with 6, Tess Zoido, she played a great game in the middle like she always does with 4. Anna Dix with 2 and Mackenzie Dober with a free throw in the first half for 1. So the Blue Devils win this one 53 to 30 in a game, John, that people are going to look at the scorebook or the paper in the morning or what have you online, and they're going to think, well, they figured that was going to happen, but that's not necessarily the way the game was played.
No, I got to speak to Coach when you were speaking to the young Devil ladies there. We spoke about that comeback and, how they came back, fought and scrapped. And, and like he stated to me, well, it wasn't like we were getting shots. And what I stated to him, they, like we stated on the air, they spent so much energy to get back and got close, but also their ball movement increased in the fourth quarter like it did in the first quarter. And then they started to get a couple of steals and some, easier shots, and it just pulled away. And, that's a great win. Hey, nothing wrong getting a little tested. But as you said, it looks like a blowout win, which it wasn't. So people watch it. Hopefully they'll see that, the girls from Lennox Millionaires, they did give it a battle. But you almost want that as a Drury team. You got to have some adversity and then come firing back like they did. So it was a job well done by the ladies tonight.
It was, John. It was, absolutely. Drury averaging 55, scored 53, so pretty close. Lennox averaging 46, only scored 30, so good defensive job by the Blue Devils. So Drury wins this one. The Lady Devils beat the Millionaires of Lennox 53 to 30 for Joanne Hurlbut and John Bird. I'm Rick Boer saying thanks to everybody for joining us, and we'll see you very soon.
Good night, ladies and gentlemen.